You might be selling the best t-shirts, sweatshirts, books, tumblers, you name it in the world, but if your products aren't getting seen by actual people, you are not going to make sales. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my best tips for actually getting your products in front of the right viewers, getting more eyeballs on your products and designs that actually will convert into real sales. When it comes down to it, more views means more sales and ultimately more profit for your business. So if you're really looking to take this print-on-demand or digital product business full-time, then you need to know how to attract the right viewers. So keep watching. I'm Hannah, and on this channel I share about all things print-on-demand and making passive income. So if that's something you're interested in, I would love it if you'd subscribe down below for new videos every single week. One of the most important things you can do to actually get your products seen is to focus on making your products have better SEO. In my experience, the more effort I can put into making better titles and descriptions, I have a lot better results of getting my products to actually be put in front of the right buyers. For pretty much any listing you are going to make, it's very important to pack your descriptions and title full of keywords that are relevant to your product. However, you have to do this in a way that sounds like natural text. Etsy, Amazon, Redbubble, they can all tell when you're just packing a description full of keyword after keyword. So you need it to read like natural text that someone would actually write about their product. But you want to chock it full of as much valuable information for the algorithm to actually put it in front of the right buyers who are searching for this product. You could have the best design in the world, but if Etsy can't really tell what it's about or who you're supposed to be serving, they won't be able to feed it to the right buyers, ultimately hurting you and not leading to any sales. It can be tricky to know exactly what you should be putting in your title, what you should prioritize, how you should write those few first sentences of description text that are really weighted very heavily. So I actually have an entire video about exactly how I write my titles and descriptions. Check that out if you want my exact formula that I use on my own products. The next way you should be focusing on getting more eyeballs on your product is focusing on low competition, high demand niches. This is pretty common advice when it comes to print on demand and digital products, but it still rings very true and is one of the most important things you can do to actually get your products seen. Even if you have one of the best designs in the world, say for a mom, if you just make a generic mom shirt and throw it up on Etsy, you are going to be competing against thousands and thousands of other designs trying to rank on those same keywords. And some of those products have been there years with thousands of reviews. So your product is not going to get seen when it's banished to the 50th page of Etsy. So as a new print-on-demand or digital product seller, you need to be focusing on making products that have a demand for them, but also a lot less competition. So instead of targeting just a generic mom niche, maybe you do some research and narrow it down and find that foster moms with kids who play baseball is really trending right now, and it's a great sub niche that people are looking for. Every time you become a little more specific in the niche that you're targeting and go down one more sub niche, you are reducing the number of competitors that you are going to have to fight against to become one of the listings on those first pages. If you niche down too far, or you're trying to target something that there really is no demand for whatsoever, you're still not going to have many eyeballs on your products because maybe only 2 or 3 people are looking for this every single month. In print on demand, the recipe for success is really finding a good balance between low competition and demand. A lot of times this is tricky to do on your own, so I rely a lot on research tools to help me figure out which products are going to have low competition but that high demand. The two that I use are Merch Informer and Sales Samurai. I'll have both of those linked down below in the description, but you also can just do yourself a big favor by anytime you find a design that you want to target, looking it up on Amazon or Etsy and trying to take note of how many listings there are. If there's thousands of them, that might be a niche you want to stay away from and try to niche it down a little bit more. This next tip is one of the most important things you can do to actually get more people looking at and clicking on your listings, and that is having better mock-up images. Sometimes we've spent all of this work researching our products, writing good titles and description, making our designs, uploading them, and then when it comes down to it, we just want to use the easy auto-generated mock-up because we've already sunk time into this. However, in my experience, I found that having good mockups is really the key to success, especially on Etsy. This is really the first encounter that anyone is going to have with your products. So if you just have a really generic, boring looking mockup, or the customer's not able to envision what this actually would look like in real life, they are not even going to click on the listing. On places like Amazon and Etsy, your thumbnail shows up about this big and you're competing with tens of other listings on the same page. So you really need to make sure that your mockups are standing out and that they look like real items that someone would purchase and wear. That's where Place It comes in. Place It is an amazing all-in-one tool for print-on-demand sellers. Not only do they have an amazing design suite, places to create logos and new products, where they really shine is in their mockups. I've been using Place It for several years to create mockups for my print-on-demand business. I love all of the t-shirt and hoodie mockups that they have available, but they also have tons of other amazing resources too. So if you're a low-content bookseller, they also have amazing resources to create book covers and book insides, and they have everything you could ever want, from candles to tote bags to journals, you name it. Place It probably has a mockup for it. Even though mockups are one of the most important parts of your listings, a lot of times it can get pricey if you're trying to buy every single mockup a la carte. So if you're even just paying $1 per mockup, if you have hundreds and hundreds of listings and you're trying to get new ones up every single week, that can really add up. So I love that Place It is a subscription that you just pay one monthly fee, and then you have access to their entire catalog of mockups that you can use at your disposal. I will have all of their information linked down in the description below if you'd like to give them a try. This really will help you step up your mockup game and lead to more views and more sales. The next thing that I've done to be able to get a lot more views on all of my items is actually to post all of my items across multiple platforms. If you've already put in all the work to create a design, to upload it, do good titles and descriptions, you've already done most of the work for yourself. So for just a little bit more effort, you can take that design that's maybe for merch by Amazon, you can post it on Etsy integrated with Printify, you can post it on Redbubble, TeePublic, Zazzle, Teespring. The more sites you post on, the more chances you have for people to actually see this item. So you can really multiply your efforts by diversifying where you post. The other thing I love about doing this is the shopper that is going to shop on Etsy is going to be a little bit different maybe than the person who is going to shop on Redbubble. So while one platform might not be a great space for this, they might just not have the shoppers interested in this item. If you post it on another site, you have the chance to actually get shoppers that might be a little bit different than those previous ones that could be interested in this item too. So by posting more places, you are just increasing your chances to get eyeballs that lead to sales, that lead to more profit. So if you haven't already, I would definitely consider starting a new platform to sell your items. My favorites are definitely Merch by Amazon, Redbubble, Etsy integrated with Printify, TeePublic, but there are so many to choose from. So if you're just dipping your toes in the water, you've only started one site, I definitely would think about adding 1, 2, or 3 more to that lineup as well. The next thing that you can do to help your products actually get seen is to utilize bringing in some form of your own direct traffic through social media. I do love that print on demand places like Etsy and Amazon have so much organic traffic for you that you really can run this business almost completely passively. However, sometimes it's nice to give your listings a little bit of a boost, bringing some direct traffic. So if you can create some social media accounts that are actually going to start building an audience that you can post listings to that will get you direct traffic that way, I think that is an amazing opportunity that you should definitely be taking. Using social media is actually how I created a lot of direct traffic that helped me tier up in Merch by Amazon when I was first getting started. I've created some of my own social media platforms that have thousands of followers. Whenever I post an item, the views on my product always go up. So this is something that a lot of people miss out on because they're just not sure how to go about it. So I actually have a complete video here walking you through step by step how you can utilize places like Instagram and Facebook to actually get more viewers on your listings. The next thing you can do to get more views on your products is to actually have them organized in a way that helps viewers find what they're looking for. So if you are on a place like Etsy that lets you separate all of your items into different categories, you need to be utilizing this because Etsy has even said that they take into consideration how your products are sorted in terms of their SEO and what they're going to show customers. While it sometimes seems like extra work to go through all of your products and really organize them in a way that makes sense, this is a great thing you can do to help your products actually get seen. Maybe you have a bunch of tumblers on your site, but you want to organize them by niche. So you have a product page for golf tumblers, for mom tumblers, teacher tumblers. That is going to help show Etsy what these items actually are, because when you sort them into these categories, they have 10 or 20 different products to kind kind of compare it to and know that these are all similar and know who they should be showing them to. Or if you have multiple different types of products in your shop, say you have journals and sweatshirts and cups, if all of them are just jumbled together, it still becomes a little bit hard for a place like Etsy to know what you have. So sorting those out, you are giving them more information about what this product is and who the right buyer for it is. Another way this really helps is if a customer clicks on a product that they like and then they go to your actual Etsy page. If it's sorted really easily, they are going to be more likely to actually click on the category they're interested in buying from and browsing through all of those products, leading to more views. However, if they click on maybe a mom tumbler that they like, they go to your page and then they see that everything is jumbled together, everything from shirts and sweatshirts, all in different niches, they're not going to want to spend a lot of time digging through all of those to find the products that they want. They might just click out of your page and leave. So if you can have these organized in a very helpful way, that is going to lead to more views on your site. The next way you can make sure your products get seen month after month, year after year, is making sure you're posting in really great evergreen niches that aren't just trendy at the moment. So if you want an idea of 10 great evergreen niches that are selling really well this year, make sure you watch this video next where I share with you some of the best niches for 2023. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.